Hey everyone, welcome to another Friday night booster box opening. Today, Shadows over Innistrad. Today is the release day, or at least it should be when this video goes up, of Midnight Hunt. Pretty fun set, I think. Nothing too crazy in there, but some fun cards hitting Modern. And I figured, well, while I wait for my box, I might as well go back a bit in time, not too far, and open up Shadows over Innistrad. Let's see what we were opening 5 or so years ago. Of course, a thank you to my patrons for supporting me and opening and being able to afford this box and opening it up. Of course, all the valuable rares and mythics are going to be going back to them into the patron rewards program. So if you're interested in the patron rewards program, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video. Learn more about it there. Angel Deliverance is our first rare. Got a common, and we got a foil land. Cool. Cool. And you could still feel the difference in these cards. The card stock was definitely different than what we're used to opening today. That's for certain. There's just something thicker about it. You know, this is not something new. We know that they switched to more, I don't know, what's the proper word for it? Tristan Deco. This is such an awesome card. Such an awesome card. 13 in so many places. I remember when it first came out, everyone was having fun finding all the items that were, replicated 13 times, like the logs, whatever, the butcher's tools up there. Very, very cool card. I like that flavor there. Got a foil Murderer's Axe here. So yeah, the card stock nowadays is more sustainable, right? Which is understandable. But still, felt more substantial when we were holding cards back in the day. So let's skip through the commons and uncommons here as we do. Cryptolith Rite, our next rare. Got a common. Oh, here we go. Thing in the Ice. Still sees a decent amount of play. People always want to make this work. And now there's that card, which of course I forget the name. It's like a flash enchantment that you have to sacrifice end of turn, but when it comes into play, creatures lose all abilities and all that. So basically it comes in 4 counters and the counters go away. So basically you don't even have to work that hard anymore to flip Thing in the Ice, which is always nice, I suppose. I mean, that's what happens when it's always an arms race in a lot of these older formats like Modern. The format gets faster, then decks adjust, they find ways to get faster. It's just how it is. They sacrifice the long game for the short game. Just how it goes. Another common. I'm gonna have to get used to it. It's weird how they have these packs all mapped out. Okay, our first mythic. Sigarda, Heroine's Grace. Very cool. It's a decent mythic. Oh, got another rare here. And it transforms. Good old transform. Still no day and night. Hey, I mean, I'm going to talk about this when I open up the Midnight Hunt box, obviously, but the day and night cycle thing, I don't know, it's interesting. I mean, I do feel it would probably be a tad broken on some older cards if, Traverse the Elvenwald, if they, eroded all the old werewolves. I think we would have some issues. But I've been playing on MTG recently, and it's been pretty good. I actually like the mechanic. So Traverse the Elvenwald, I've had a lot of fun with this card. Really fun in Modern. Has some relevance now in some decks. Since we're playing DRC and Delirium's a thing. If you want to have more fun and don't want to play a bland blue-red deck, then check out some of my recent Teamer deck techs. Because those decks are really fun to play. Next rare. Yeah, day and night. It's a cool concept. I mean, it's nice because it's controllable more. It's more controllable by you. Like, there are limitations. Of course, I feel it would make Huntmaster a bit worse. Because if you were going to cast 2 spells during your opponent's turn, well, it still won't flip. Like, the day and night won't, you know, it won't become day again. So, I don't know, there's some limitations, but overall, I think it's a cool mechanic. At least in MTGO, you don't have to think about it. It's just handled by yourself. Like, it's handled through the client. Alright, Port Town, rare. I actually have no recollection of this card. That's pretty cool. Eerie art. Reminds me of an instance in World of Warcraft. Forgetting now. Was it the Calling of Stratholme? Is that it? All you WoW guys and gals, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's the one where at the end, after you beat all the bosses, you can try and get that Golden Drake. Yeah. Reminds me of that. Avacyn's Judgment. You're getting judged all right. Actually, you know, this actually just reminded me. Okay, we got a rare. We got a foil here, not a rare. Let's take a look at the foil. It reminds me, I was in GP Detroit, I believe, when it was Shadows. There was cards being spoiled for Shadows. I don't know if it was Shadows or Eldritch Moon. I don't remember anymore. It was one of them. But GP Detroit was a modern tournament, so I guess take a look at the records. You'll know which set it was. But I remember there was like they had this whole setup, like it's all made of cardboard, but it was like a haunted house or whatever, some sort of house. And then at one point, Avacyn came out. I think it was there was a cosplayer there. Might have been Sprankle. It's been a long time now. Okay, we got another Mythic here. Mindwrack Demon. Yeah, GP Detroit, that was fun. I traveled from Montreal. Well, I mean, you all know I'm Canadian. I traveled from Montreal. There, I drove by myself, though, but I met up with people there. But it was like a 12 or 13 hour drive. By myself, I preloaded my phone with a bunch of MTG related podcasts and whatever. Just that kept me busy and awake. It was fun. I actually like driving, so it wasn't a big deal. Another Mythic, so it's a third Mythic, which is, I'm not complaining. Got a rare here. Altered Ego. Can't be countered. And this card was talked about, I remember, when it was spoiled. And it was neat. It was a cool effect. Like a twist on that kind of effect. The cloning ability, essentially. This is Tormentor, our extra rare. Yeah. Tormenting, alright. We're about halfway through the box. By the way, I know I speed through these box openings just because I don't want them to be 30 minutes long. But there's a new series coming to this channel called Crack a Pack, or I don't know, I'm going to call it something, where I crack packs. It'll be like 4 packs of a particular set. And those will be a bit slower. Like, you know, I'll enjoy each pack a bit more. We'll go through each card a bit more in detail as opposed to me just skipping all the commons and uncommons here. Because that kind of a format gives me more time. Oh, there we go. Odric Lunarch Marshal. This card was a fun card. I don't remember if it was a reprint. I'm almost certain this was a reprint from an earlier set. I could be wrong. Because I remember playing with him or a card that was like him like years and years before the set was released in like casual decks with my friends. So not sure if it was a reprint in this set. I'll double check that after. But a fun card to play nonetheless. Devil's Playground, look at that. Mayhem. Poor Innistrad. They went through so much. Alright, here's our next foil. That's decent. Nothing crazy here. Typical uncommon foil. Invocation of Saint Traft. Nothing beats Geist of Saint Traft though, right? I love that card. It's too bad it's not more playable in Modern. Such a fun card. Our next rare. Pretty cool. So what are your memories of Shadows over Innistrad? What were you playing back then? Standard, Modern? I'd like to hear from you in the comment section down below. You know, I basically respond to everyone's comments, so you would almost certainly get a comment from me. Oh, here we go. Sorin Grim Nemesis. I think this is our 4th mythic, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a decent open. Good old Sorin. Look at him. He's not very happy, is he? Not very happy. Next rare. Very cool. Forgotten Creation. Well, this doesn't look like something you'd want to forget, right? I mean, that looks not fun to deal with. Let's put it that way. Let's just put it that way. Next rare, Fortified Village. This I remember. This land I remember. It's also pretty cool art. I like that a lot. I like those, well, I mean, I don't know, they're scorpions, right? I don't know what they're officially called. Yeah, pretty cool. Probably not made to attack other humans, but probably to attack werewolves or something. Maybe Eldrazi. Maybe they're retrofitted to attack Eldrazi instead. Cool. Got a foil rare here, so let's enjoy this one a bit. Elusive Tormentor, okay. I just realized I didn't flip the other side, I'll do it now. When we open the non-foil version, it's a pretty cool foil. Some selective foiling there, that's nice. The face isn't foiled, so it's nice to see that. Let's look at the flip side. Oh right, this is what it was. Insidious Mist. That art, hard to forget when you see it. Okay, well, we got our foil rare. And there it is. Markov Dread Knight. Got another foil here, just a foil common. Zombie Horror. I'm actually in the middle of brewing a zombie deck for Halloween, or Halloween month, which is October. So stay tuned for that. I have a red-green werewolves deck that I'm finished now. Finished grinding with. Had so much fun with it. So much fun with it. You're going to be seeing that deck tech soon. Such a fun deck. any deck where I can play like 4 Hunt Master of the Fells is usually fun, but yeah, definitely enjoying it. Some nice new reprints that came out in, well, not nice new prints in general that came out in Midnight Hunt, so nice additions to the werewolves. Game Trail, okay. You know, I'd love to get my hands on an original Innistrad box, but that's just basically, like, from that set and on, like in terms of going back in time, the boxes are just insanely costed. It's just not justifiable for me. Especially since patrons are the ones now that are fully, or at least partially funding all these openings. It doesn't make sense to, like, take, you know, where I could buy several sets, new sets worth of boxes, I could buy one old box. I think as my Patreon grows, I'll be able to actually do that. But right now, that's just not, that's our 5th or 6th Mythic. This is awesome. It's a great box, just in terms of Mythic numbers. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I would love to open Innistrad, Avacyn Restored and all that, but Dark Ascension, it's just not going to happen right now. Though, if you do join my Patreon, link in the description of this video, you'll help me get there. That is 100% certain. And if you want, you know, basically to get your Patreon money back, or Patreon money back at the end of every year, then become a patron, because, you know, that's essentially what my Patreon's about. It's a loan program. You're loaning me money through Patreon to open up all these boxes, and I'm paying you back in the form of rares and mythics. And you're almost certainly going to get interest on it. So it's not a joke. Check it out. I'm about 39, 40 patrons right now. Would love to get to 50 by the end of the year. If I get to 50 by the end of the year, I will give all patrons, even if you're brand new, something extra. How about that? Hidden in this video near the end, there's that little tidbit. So if you stayed this long, now you know. Maybe you can contribute. Become a patron. Would really appreciate your support. Alright, cool foil. Again, nothing interesting there. Alright, last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. Alright. 5 more packs. We hit already 5 or 6 mythics. Okay, almost looked like a misprint. Is that? Okay, no. I thought that was a mythic for a second. It's our second rare. Foil rare, I should say. Nothing crazy about the foiling on this one. Standard. But cool. Got another foil rare. So that's 2 foil rares. I'm assuming that's pretty standard. I know when I was opening the recent core set boxes, like core 2020, 21, whatever, 2019, I was almost confused because I really did not remember getting 2 foil rares. There was always 1, but it's crazy how memory plays tricks on you over time. It just gets worse. I'm not even that old yet, so I'm worried about what's going to happen when I get older. Alright, one of our last few rares, Deathcap Cultivator. That is a tad creepy. Just a tad creepy. Last 2 packs. Hope you enjoyed this box opening. It was definitely nice to go back and see the old cards from 5 or 6 years ago. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 5 or 6 years. What's the, yeah, 2016, that's what I thought. So, 5 years. Last pack. Here we go. Although I think this box is already pretty decent. I don't think we hit all the bombs, but I think it was decent. It's pretty good. Either way, all the rares and mythics go into the patron rewards program, so congratulations to the patrons. Oh, perfect. Perfect way to close out the box. Last pack. We got Arlen Cord. If only you were as good as Huntmaster or better. You weren't, alas, so you didn't see any play with me at least. But it's a nice open for this box. So we got 2 Planeswalkers, got a bunch of Mythics overall. I think I had 6 or 7 Mythics. I'm going to count at the end. But what a way to close out the box. That's awesome. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this box opening. More to come, as always. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It really goes a long way. It helps me out a lot. If you want to become a member here on YouTube, hit that join button, which should be in and around that subscribe button. Check out the different membership tiers and the different perks you get at each tier. You know, I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube community officially as a member. And I think the membership tiers are pretty interesting, have some cool little features in there. So check it out. I would really appreciate your support. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, share my content on social media, watch my content start to finish like you're doing right now. It really does go a long way, so thank you for that. Lastly, if you want to become a patron, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video. Check out the Patreon rewards program. In a nutshell, you give me money every month. I use that money to buy a sealed product, which I open up on this channel, and then I give you back that money in the form of rares and mythics at the end of every year. The longer you're a patron, the more rares and mythics you get. Basically 1 rare mythic for every month that you're a patron. And the value of those rares are anything really between $3 and $15. Some of them go even higher, as you know. So even if you average out about $5 per rare, that's $5 a month, you get your money back, but odds are you'll make more. Anyway, all that information is on Patreon. There's a video on there that explains it all. We really appreciate your support either way. Thanks, and have a good one.